All right. You like my new GoPro camera? This is Escape from Trucking. And my name's Casey. I've been trucking for 6 years, but this video ain't gonna be about trucking. It's gonna be about my 2003 Lincoln Town Car that I bought. And make sure that this is recording. I just attached it to my dash. Yeah, I'll keep this on. I just attached this to my dash, and I'm in my town car right now. I purchased this thing by now, I'd say about a month ago, after getting real excited by Panther platform vehicles in general, kind of becoming an enthusiast for them. And I went out and found one of my own. Being in East Texas. Oh, come on. Is this not recording? Did this thing stop recording? No, it's still going. Being in East Texas, there's plenty of town cars, Grand Marquis, and Crown Vics that are still out running because we don't have any rust. So you can find a lot of these things in really almost mint condition. And I found one, and I thought I had it. I thought I had a car that was in mint condition. And man, oh man, the interior certainly is, and the body certainly is. It looks like it'd been garage kept all its life. So I was very encouraged, and I got very excited, and this was a mistake that I made. I did inspect the vehicle. It's not like I just bought it sight unseen. I thought I had, after purchasing a car at a dealership, I thought I'd kind of gotten good at inspecting cars and looking for the important things, and I had a whole checklist going into this inspection. Well, I missed some things, and as you can see from the thumbnail on this video, it was very costly for me. I got too excited and I overlooked some stuff, and it has cost me. Long story short, and I won't keep you for any longer than I should, I had to replace the timing chain on this vehicle, plus a myriad of other things, but the timing chain, not just the timing chain, but the whole timing system on the engine ended up needed to be replaced, which that alone cost me $4,200. And without getting into too much detail, that cost me almost the entire value, the entire price that I paid for this 2003 Lincoln Town Car, with 199,000 miles on it. And I thought I was getting a pretty good deal, but no. And as I was inspecting it, I was doing all the things, kind of the basic things that I learned from watching YouTube car mechanic channels, particularly Scotty Kilmer. Was that Aubrey Yannick, the lady that does the Turo Business, and Car Wizard too. Although I probably, if I'd listened to Car Wizard a little more intently, I probably would have caught this. And actually, I did catch it. I did catch it. This was the sad thing. When I was looking over the vehicle and looking over the engine and inspecting it, I did hear a very slight rattle coming from the engine. It sounded like there was a pebble down there, and it was ever so slight. And I know that one of the big issues for these Panther platform cars is the timing chain, but I was getting such a good deal, or so I thought, that even if I rationalized it, even if it is a timing chain issue, it's still a Lincoln Town Car that is this clean. It's still worth it. It's worth the $1,500 that it'll cost me to change out the timing chain, even if it is a timing chain. so slight that I didn't think it was a big deal. Well, I took it for a ride. It seemed pretty smooth to my novice self. Truth be told, I've actually never driven a Panther platform car until test driving this one. So there was stuff I was gonna miss, and I did get missed, and I got hosed. I got hosed on this deal. If I'd have known that it had all this stuff that needed to be worked on, I would not have bought this town car. But it was already too late. By the time I'd figured that out, it was already too late. Little did I know, as I mentioned, I thought, well, I'll pay $1,500, get a new timing chain, and away I go. What I didn't understand was that it required an engine timing chain cover removal, or a tear down, which, a Toyota is still for sale. Used Toyota is still for sale. The cost of the timing chain removal, timing chain system tear down, it alone was like $1,500. And what happened was, when the mechanic shop I frequent got down there and took a look, boy, oh boy, there were metal shavings everywhere. The whole system needed to be replaced. The timing chain guides, I think the tensioner, the brackets holding it into place, and as well as the timing chain itself, which had been torn up because I think it jumped. I don't think there was a timing issue in the engine just yet, but that thing had missed. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not a mechanically inclined person, which is kind of, for me, doing this car enthusiast stuff, if I'm not mechanically inclined, it is kind of silly. And I did get hosed. I got screwed, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if the guy selling it even really understood the extent of the damage that was done to that timing chain. Probably there was no way for him to know either, because he didn't tear it apart. And he was a curb stoner. He got it off some lady. His name was not on the title. The person selling me his car, his name was not on the title. And I knew that was kind of fishy, but I was so excited that I got it anyway. Man, how stupid. There's so many red flags. I guess if I could impart one thing to you, the viewer, if you're thinking about getting a Panther platform car, and you're going to buy it off of Facebook Marketplace, the thing I would impart to you, the viewer, is if you do hear anything coming from that engine, even the tiniest, smallest, littlest thing, don't buy it. I would just say don't buy it, or take several $1,000s off of whatever their asking price is, because by the time everything was over, including the teardown, the timing chain itself, the timing chain system, the timing chain guide, the timing chain this, timing chain that, the whole system, the whole shebang, plus they replaced my water pump, because this is a 200,000 miles car. They're going to replace the water pump. They're going to tear it all down. Makes sense. Plus an oil change, plus a radiator fluid change, because they had to take that radiator grill off. When all was said and done, I ended up paying $4,200. And I bought the car for $4,500. I mean, and the real sad thing is, there's still a lot of things on this car that need to be repaired. I'm taking it back from the garage right now. There's still a litany of things that need to be worked on. People say, oh, these cars are bulletproof. These cars are bulletproof. Well, if you don't properly maintain a car, you just let it sit, and you abuse it, any car is gonna get torn to shreds, including the Mighty Panther platforms, unfortunately. I'm going to keep this car. I mean, I will sell it. If someone here wants to buy my 2003 Lincoln Town Car with 199,000 miles on it, I would sell it for the right price after I get done fixing it up. because unlike other people, I don't sell pieces of crap to the general public. I couldn't live with myself if I did that. So I will fix this car up. I didn't plan on putting it up for sale, but I will fix it up. I will get this thing running nice and smooth. But I thought this was going to be a prudent, tidy investment, and it has no. It's a restoration project at this point. And I do love these American-built Panther platform cars, and I guess I do find some joy in restoring this car to its glory after it had been just, I don't know, neglected. I pulled the Carfax on it, and it had gone to the Grease Monkey in Lufkin, Texas multiple times, and they had to have noticed the problem with the frickin' timing chain, the rattle coming from under the engine. They had to have noticed the transmission pan, which was caked in transmission fluid. That was a leak that I missed. I missed that leak. It was leaking transmission fluid. The damn car was leaking transmission fluid. I just got that fixed, and the transmission was beginning to clunk. It's not clunking now. Oh, it's running smooth as a baby now. Because I got it fixed. They had to have noticed the just absolute rancid decay of these ball joints. The absolutely sad state that these ball joints are in. They had to have noticed that. And they had to have noticed the wheel bearing needing to be replaced. Like there's like tire separation going on as we speak, as I drive this car, because of how much the wheel bearing needs to be replaced. There is a lot of work that needs to be done on this car, and I do. My wallet doesn't like it, but I do find joy in restoring this car, because it is a nice. I mean, the body is immaculate. The interior is darn near immaculate, and I could just fall asleep driving this car. Like literally, I could fall asleep in this chair, in this seat. But it is what it is at this point. I'm keeping the car. It has 200,000 miles on it. I'm quite confident that when I get it up to speed, it can run for another 200,000, and it will not be my daily driver. It's just going to be a backup car. I have a 2015 Honda Civic that I use as my daily, so I'm going to baby this car, and it's going to be a couple more paychecks before I have the funds to take care of some other things. Like I said, I do need to replace the ball joints still. The ball joints are in horrific shape. And I do need to replace the wheel bearing, and also I need to still do a fluid flush for the brake fluid and the power steering fluid. You know, I'm not going to drive the car until I was told the mechanic shop. I've taken this to 2 mechanic shops now. The first mechanic shop said that the fluids were quote unquote extremely corroded or extremely contaminated. So I'm driving around with extremely contaminated brake fluid and extremely contaminated power steering fluid still, and I don't know how I feel about that. I got the big stuff, the big fluids changed, the oil, engine oil, transmission, and radiator, but I still have those two to do. So I don't really feel comfortable driving this car right now. I'm taking it back to the shop, getting it some fuel, and I'm coming home with it. I'm gonna sit it in my garage until I get enough extra money at the end of the month, enough disposable income to finish these repairs and finally put this car into service so that I can I'll take it on road trips, I'll take it on highway trips, and I'll use it as a backup for my Civic, and maybe like once or twice a week I'll take it to work, but not often. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't really know how I feel about this car. I feel like I got hosed. I feel like I got screwed over. But at the same time, it's my fault because I saw the red flags and I chose to ignore them because I was so excited about such a clean looking 2003 Panther platform car. I didn't even think I'd get it. I thought that if I get a Grand Marquis, I'd be lucky. Because I wasn't going to spend more than $5,000. If I get a Grand Marquis, I'd be lucky if I found a town car. And it rides nice. I mean, it rides like I'm on. Well, okay, it doesn't ride nice because of the ball joints, but it's still comfortable. And I know once I get these ball joints replaced, it's going to ride like I'm on a cloud. Or so they say. I mean, that's how it feels. It's just such a nice, comfy ride. And now that I got the transmission shifting as smooth as butter, I guess that's it. I mean, like I get like a hit of dopamine in achieving my goal of restoring this steely piece of American glory. It really feels nice. And I mean, I'm sure there's other less expensive ways to get a dopamine hit, but there's less expensive ways to feel pleasure for sure. But once I get this car up and running, I figure I've got 200,000 miles of reliable transportation. Would it be worth it? In retrospect, no. But in the long run, I would say yes. I mean, heck, this car could even outlive me if I take good enough care of it. So, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I could chalk this up to an educational experience, if nothing else. Like, I've learned a lot. And, you know, you have to start at the bottom, I guess. It's kind of put to rest my obsession with cars that I've had as of late, and thoughts that maybe I could get into the business of car flipping or car reconditioning or something. I just don't think so, dude. Here in Texas, you got to pay a 6.25% sales tax on everything you buy, unless I'm a dealer. And if I am a dealer, I need a lot of my own. And I don't really know who the hell I was kidding in seriously thinking about doing something like that, because I'm really a fool, honestly. I'm a novice. I'm not mechanically inclined. My history is in finance. That's my background. I think I'd like to think I know the value of something, and I know a good value when I see it. But the truth of the matter is, because I really ain't got a clue on what's going on down below the hood, I can't really know. And I thought that I did. Like, I thought that I'd be able to. I thought that I was proficient enough, you know, after buying a car from a dealership. I bought my Civic earlier this year, and I thought that, like, that was enough experience for me to get into this, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking. It was stupid. That said, it is very beneficial to have a backup car with you. It is very beneficial to have a change-up car, a highway car, whatever you'd like to call it, in addition to your daily driver. So, and I did find a very, very good-looking car in the process. So, I have mixed feelings on this town car, but I really just love Panther platform cars. I still do. I have to kind of fight myself to not look on Facebook Marketplace for additional Panther platform cars, because I kind of would like a Crown Vic or a Grand Marquis to go with this town car, but I can't really justify that from a normal person's perspective. At the end of the day, these are all depreciating, rotting assets in my garage. I mean, that is what it is at the end of the day, right? Or, I mean, maybe these cars will continue going up in value as people get sick of this horrible technology, this horrible, expensive, brittle, easily broken technology, they'll turn more to older cars like this, and the value of this car will continue to go up, maybe. But I'm not really counting on it. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm about home right now, so I'll talk to you later.